Guys, impromptu Sunday night live stream. Hope you're all having an amazing Easter weekend. I know for some of us, shall we say, oldies or shall we say geriatrics, that Easter's not quite the same. We've got a bit more free time than when you've got kids. And unfortunately, we got stuck with one of us grandkids today. She decided she wasn't going home. She was staying with grandma and granddad. So she's up tired assing around house somewhere, terrorising everybody, being a proper diva. So I just thought, sod it, let's turn up, Easter Sunday. Oh, we got usual crew. We'll just say good evening to Jason, Mary, Rouser, Mary, Jason, Rouser. We've got Smoking, Out You Later, Amber, Danik's in here somewhere. Who else we got? We've got Kenneth in, Rob. Hey up, Rob, how you doing? Out You Later. And does that mean you're hiding? You've got it. You've got it. I've locked all doors and everything. And Rox, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I've locked all doors, hid myself away. Grandma's department. She can look after young'un. I'm actually, she's, like I say, she's a proper diva, so I'm surprised she ain't got her head round corner at the minute. Going, what's this? Hello, everybody. But, so proper impromptu. Not really got all planned. And that, relying on you guys, if you've got any questions, any banter, any bullshit, want to know anything regarding tattooing, tattooing industry, running a studio, and that, just call us the faithful, Andy. That's it. I can rely on, shall we say, the proper hardened few or the geriatric crew to turn up. Let's put it that way. As a few people like to call us, and that. But so I thought, come on, let's have some bullshit and banter for an hour or whatever. Let's see what everybody's got to say, what everybody's doing, what you all been doing this Easter. Anything special? You've been family round, friends round, you've been tattooing, you tattooed anybody, you tattooed anybody and put it up, shall we say. And that, I know I had a question earlier on from, was it Demis? It was on about the Neat Cell laser removal pens. They're these little ohm things that are about yay big, and you plug them in. Personally, they don't have the power. They don't have the power to remove a tattoo at home. And what's it going to be putting out? 3, 4, 5 watts. When you look at machines that we're using at 2,000 watts, you may get it to fade it a little bit. But other than that, I probably couldn't see it doing anything other than that. Let me just play a bit of catch up with chat. Fairfax, right, what we got here? Mary, Jason trying to come up with a concept to get tattoo studio, nail studio. So what's that, Jason? You try to come up with a concept to get your own tattoo studio and nail studio, or get into a tattoo and nail studio? I said the concept, the name of my studio only come about by accident. I'll be honest. We were looking for email addresses, and you know, when you go on for email addresses and you want an email address, and then it goes, oh no, there's this email address, or try this one, and it actually popped up on email address bar as LS Inc. So it was like, oh yeah, we'll stick with that one. And that's Danik going to work soon. Oh, I feel for you, mate. Rather you than me. It's a Sunday. It's supposed to be a day of rest. and that. Smoke. Kids come by with his wife, so geriatric seems to be about right. Lol. Yeah, I know how you feel when your kids come round, and that to see you, then it does feel a bit old, and you just get a bit geriatric, shall we say. Even more so when they come round with their kids, your grandkids, then you do start. Amber, happy Easter. Like I say, I got my Easter egg. I've eaten it. I'm just a fat pie muncher. So, cup of coffee and my Easter egg. 10 minutes, gone. That was it, over and done with. At Rocks, I'm working on some True Skin today for the first time. Using it, it's pretty good so far. Never used it. I'm glad that, shall we say, that you're enjoying. Yeah, that you're enjoying it. Should be way better than cheap Amazon skins that people are using. And I know somebody was on one of the streams the other week, and they actually said about, and they were joking, not mentioning getting better skins and using better skins, and it makes it easier for you to learn to tattoo on. And because he just got his first lot of, shall we say, better skins, and he were finding it so much easier to get to ink into and to learn on. So yeah, I think you'll find that. At you later, Jason. Don't, unless you're a separate room. The dust from clients' nails is disgusting. It's everywhere, believe me. Oh yeah, there you go, Jason from At You Later, because I think if I remember right, At You Later has actually at this minute got a professional nail salon. Don't know how long. Been 18 years. I know that they do say, you might put me right, that depending on what you do and everything, the stench of is it acetone? It's awful. It's awful, is that stench. What else we got? Wipe those nails. What's that? At a construction company, Rousers Riders. As long as that's not too bad, isn't that? Jason, at a construction call it Rousers Riders. At least it wasn't called E. Bodgett and Scarpa Esquire. Then I don't think you'd have got any work that way around. What we got here, right, just in case, semi-permanent makeup. So, and having a great damn time in my apprentice. Amber, yeah, you got yourself an apprenticeship. Working on Real Skins at work. Real Skins as in the brand Real Skins, or are you actually into human skin now, Amber? I'm glad everything's working out. I'm glad that they're, by the look of it, you've got yourself a good apprenticeship and they're teaching you something and bringing you along, and it's not one that's just, shall we say, there's a lot out there that, just use you as a general dog's body. And have you just slaving around after them and this, that, and other. But I'm glad it's working out. I hope it does continue to work out and come along. And if so, it will bring you along so much faster having somebody looking over your shoulder and pointing it out, rather than working at home and then submitting it or trying to get people to look at it via camera. It is a lot easier to mentor people and bring them along in right direction, because you can watch them pull one line and then instantly try and get to adjust them for the next line, where you can't do that. You can't do that via interweb. We can just give advice. What's that? Smoke. If we don't get the climate change under control, there won't be a home for them to be tattooing. Yeah, that's it. Either that or somebody will drop a nuke and we'll be all fried. We'll all go from 0 to 10,000 degrees and we won't have to worry about all then. It's just a thing. Danik, I'll just create a tattoo shop at my place. Ain't no way I'm giving. I like this one. Do you know something, Danik? I'll just create a tattoo shop at my place. Ain't no way I'm giving my money to the government and rent a place. More money in my pocket. Bang on. Bang on. You know, if I had the land, I had the space, I'd have done exactly the same. Because, and there's no bones about it, when we got our shop, we spent, what was it, about £12,000. So that's probably about $15,000 or $16,000 as own money, kitting it out. Whereas I would, if I'd have had my own land, I would have rather taken that money and built some at purpose, built it once, it's there forever. I'm not having to pay on it. I'm not having to pay rent then forever and ever and a day. So if you've got the land and you can get it done and you can do that and get it passed by, and I know your laws and everything are different, and you can get it passed by your local government, council, state, or whatever it is, do it. I'd always suggest people do that, and if you can keep the room and get a separate entrance away from your own house, even better. No clients are having to come anywhere near your own house. That's even better. Is that one? I'd love to have been able to do that, Danik. I really would. Yeah, Danik. You're right, Danik. Look at you. I have no space. Exactly. Again, like I've just said, I'd have loved to have done it myself. If I'd have had more land and everything, I'd have straight up done it. I'd have rather invested the money on my own land than give it to local government, local council. Rob, got my ambition battery delivered today. Should get my talk machine tomorrow or Tuesday. Good luck, buddy. Hope you enjoy it. I'm still enjoying mine. I'm still smashing it out. 4.5mm cam. It's lining like a beast, packing colouring. I can get soft shading with it, just changing my hand speed. Love it. To point out, picks me old faithfuls up that I used for 3.5 years every day. So I am actually still loving the ambition talks, to the point I may be thinking about purchasing a second one with a battery. So then I've got 2 machines, 3 batteries. Jobs are good, and I don't think I'm going to need all else other than that. And then I'll decide whether I'm going to leave the 4mm cam in it or whether I put another 4.5 or jump up to the 5mm. But I think the 5mm, I'm happy with the 4.5. It's got some real punch in it. So I'm happy. I'm just happy with the 4.5mm cam. Amber again. Oh, the brand Real Skin. Cool. How are you finding it? I don't know if you were using the cheaper skins and that before and now using the Real Skin. How are you getting on with it? Are you finding it easier to learn on? Do you find it takes ink easier than this, that, and other? Is it just an easier process? And I guess it's not, because I've got some. I've got a small piece. Oh, here. This is like the better quality skin. And that, I haven't even tried using it. One of my subscribers sent it to me to try on. He even put a little stencil on it for me, which I will get around to doing. So I'm looking forward to actually trying this myself. It's not as thick as the other skins, probably about 1.5mm, 2mm. But I'm looking forward to giving that one a go in the future. Anonymous, happy Easter, pal. Glad you could be here. Like I said, impromptu. We're just going to say here, bullshit and banter. Job going on. This, that, and other. So all's good. Join in. Fire some questions in. Smash a like on stream, guys. Do me a favour. And that. So, and all's good. Yeah, the world's going to shit. No shit, Sherlock. When you mean going to shit, I think it's already gone to shit, to be honest, Jason. Look around now and, yeah. When some generation that's about now, shall we say, gets to my age, I'm hoping that I'm not about. and relying on some so not all of them, and don't get me wrong, not all of them, but some of them, some of these snowflakes, shall we say, to take care of me. I'll be better off out of way. Amber, it's been good for me learning this face to face with my mentor. Has worked. Cool. Let's get out there. It's been good for me learning this face to face with my mentor. My work has gotten so much better so quickly. Will do. Always will do, Amber. You felt yourself lucky. You got yourself into a good position. Get an apprenticeship, and it's working out for you. Apprenticeships are so hard to get, and again, a good apprenticeship is even harder to get because we hear it so many times that people are just getting treated like crap. They're just getting treated like slaves. Sweep this. They can be there 3-4 months and they're not doing it. They're just a bit of reception work, maybe doing a bit of drawing up, sweeping floors, emptying bins, and it's not fair. It seriously isn't fair, and I don't think it's fair. What's that? Yeah, Aunt Rox, yeah, the nuke will get us way before the climate. I think so as well, mate. Especially with Biden in office with Alzheimer's. Forget what he's doing. What's that? Anonymous. Luckily, my laws are rather easy. I would, by law, be able to open a shop here in my state just passing the health search. Brilliant. And that's pretty much like over here. Other than your health search and your health regulations and your shop checks and getting signed off, that's pretty much it. Whether you can put a line in, pack colour, just scar people up or tattoo wear shit, as long as your studio is in line with current health regulations, they're not bothered. They'll sign you off. Jobs are good. And they even say to you, we hope that you've got insurance. Oh my God. Yeah. We hope you've got insurance. Brilliant. Rent, what was this one? Smoke renting can is like $2,000, and that's just for 1-bedroom apartment. So having a tattoo shop would be expensive. Wow, that is expensive when you take the. And I don't know how big your shop would be, Smoke, either. When you take I think the rent on my shop, no bills included, but just the rent on my shop is £560. So what's that? $700 a month, ish. So, and it's a fairly big shop, and we're pretty much free to do what we want with it, as long as it's all done in a decent way, and we keep it tidy, and we just fall in line, and then they leave us alone. We rent ours off the local council, and they've been really good. We're liable for all repairs inside and the glass and the doors, but the exterior of the building, any brickworks, downpipes, roofs, or drains, or anything like that, they're liable for. And to be fair, as councils go, for commercial properties, if you have a problem or anything that needs doing, they're pretty quick at getting there and getting it done, which is unusual. I can't get tracking on, what's that? Anonymous Prepper, I can't get tracking on my order for them. I went directly to the company site. You're on about you talk to machines. I know Dave had the same thing. He went straight to Ambition, Anonymous, and he just sort that out. He just emailed them and asked them, did Dave, I think, and asked them for tracking, and they sent it to him. They sent him the tracking number, so it's worth a try. Email them and ask them for the tracking number and the company it's come from. It's worth a try, mate. It's worth an email. Don't cost out. Give it a go. Yeah, just keep looking. That's all you got to keep doing. Aunt Rox, and they got to have all three to use all the cams, lol. No. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Need 3 to run all cams, but I'm pretty settled at 4.5 cam, and I'm happy with it. I think if I got another one, it's only for a backup machine, because I actually like it that much. It's actually just for a backup machine. If it were to break down, anything would go wrong with it. That's the only reason I would get another one. Just because, to be fair, they're so cheap as well. You can't take away from that. They are so cheap for what they are. Anonymous has ordered some true skin. Smoke. Yeah, that's nuts, Jason. Can't have a tattoo shop but can carry firearms. Wow. That's some weird ass thinking. Is that any smoke? You've got to jump through hoops and can't have a tattoo shop unless you've done this, that, and other, but you can carry firearms. That is some, well, in my eyes, from a country that doesn't really deal with firearms and that, that seems backwards. You'd think it'd be a lot harder to get firearms and this, that, and other than a tattoo shop. But something I don't know anything about. But it just does seem, reading that, it just does seem mental. Yeah, let's slap that one up, Jesse. Yeah, like and subscribe. Try my best, guys. I know I chucked a video out. I was messing around. I'll deviate from that. I was messing around today and pissing about with shorts. This YouTube shorts, it was like, boom, blow my head out. The next thing I know, I've got like smoke message, like your short or whatever it is. Jason won't like your short. It's like, what are you on about? When I went on it, like, oh my God, I pressed upload and this is like 10 seconds short or whatever it was. I've gone to YouTube. It's like, yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing. But I've got some more videos coming up. I am hoping to do some more video, like time-lapse type videos like I did with the butterflies. I will be honest, guys, I do need to get some better camera equipment. So that's a case of, well, tough. I'll have to save up. Save some of the old pennies, get some more tattoos in, and that. Get some better camera equipment. So it makes it a little bit easier on the eyes for you guys. Amber, definitely prefer the real skin to the cheaper fake skins. It's made a difference. That's brilliant. That's good news to hear for anybody that's here. That is good news to hear. I know we keep banging on about getting more expensive, shall we say, skins, but that's coming straight from you, Amber. It's got you sending an apprenticeship. You're working on real skins, and you're even admitting yourself that it's so much better working on them, and it's made a difference. So that is good news. That is good news. Is that? Kenneth tried True Skin. Says it's pretty good. Yeah, Yuppers, it's illegal to have a tattoo shop in South Carolina. What we got here? Anonymous Prepper, looking forward to giving it a go, but for the price I want to try something worth the skin. Right. Rocks, you ain't kidding. Amber, in our shop everyone takes turns being the shop monkey. We all take the trash out and clean. Look, but that's how it should be. That's how any working relationship should be. It's like me. There's me, my wife, daughter in the shop, and if two of us are busy and something needs doing, the other one will do it. Just automatically fall in and do it. If they're busy and I'm not doing anything, and the shop needs vacuuming up and mopping, I'll do it, and vice versa. That's how a well-oiled team will work. They can just see, look, fall in, get it done. And that's how it works. It shouldn't be a case of you're shop monkey, you get it done, even though somebody sat on their ass for an hour waiting until you're free, and they're doing no, and then they wait till you're free to tell you to do it. That's just wrong. It shouldn't work like that. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing? Happy Easter, pal. Glad you could make it. Impromptu. What's that smoke? Toronto apartment rent is $4,000 for one bedroom apartment, wife stay. Wow. That's disgusting. 40, and well, obviously it's $4,000. That's disgusting. How's anybody supposed to afford that? If somebody turned around and said, "Oh, $4,000 a month rent," I'd shit myself. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I'd end up in a tent in somebody's back garden, or I'd be living in a van. Jason, hey up, Jason. What I will say, if I go any further, next Wednesday, Thursday, when I go live again this week, there is, as we said, there is no live tattoo critique. The next live tattoo critique is a week today, back on Dave's channel, which is Art Something. Now, and it go back to old format that when Dave puts the thumbnail up and he goes live, then you send the work in. And the email address is it artmesomething@gmail.com. Somebody may put me right there in the chat, but it is back over onto Dave's channel on a week today on Sunday. So when he puts, just watch out for it. So when he puts the notification up, send your work in, we will go back through it. Also, I think there's not going to be no real topic again Wednesday or Thursday when we go live. The only thing I'm going to chat about at the start and we're going to go through is we're going to discuss one thing. The one thing that is most critical to every tattoo artist. And this is the most important piece of kit. The most important piece of kit any tattoo artist can have. And that's the thing that we're going to talk about. And that's as much as I'm going to say. I will fill Dave in at some point. Ant Rocks, do they inspect your shop every year or do they just pop in? To be honest, if you're on about my shop, this is how bad they are. They come and did it. They come and did it all round, handed your certificate, and they went, but last time you see us, unless somebody complains about you, about a tattoo, that's got a legitimate claim. Other than that, that's it. That's mad. So, and then you're issued with your license, your shop's got covered by local health authority, you're issued with your license to tattoo from that shop and from that address only. I couldn't come out of there, come round home. That license doesn't cover me. It's only at that property, at that address. What's that, Jason? Thankfully, I'm just tattooing my family, so I'm getting fine. We've all done it. Tibbet's World. Hey up, Tibbet. Happy Easter, mate. As you say, happy Bunny Day. Good. What's it? So, Jason, what you got up here? Where I'm at, I just finished a tattoo safety course, and it seems that tattoo shop, I've told the government exactly what needs to be in a shop. It's exactly the definition of not a house. Right. I don't know where you are, and I don't know where you're from, Jason. And that'd be interesting to know whereabouts you're residing. What we got up here? What's that, Jason? 2 sinks in a room that is not accessible to anybody but the tattoo artist, and none of the sinks can be temporary. Well, pretty much similar over here. We've got to have clean sinks. We've got to have dirty sinks. You must have hot running water, and so on and so forth. So anyway, we just take that one off there while I'm on, and I want to share the screen with you guys. So we'll share that one. So what we'll do in a minute, as you can see, it's Easter. This isn't the best image, but I had to surf around on Tinterweb to find something, shall we say, related to Easter. And I'll pop it up in a minute and we'll see what we all think. So I want to find some nice leather-looking furniture to sleep out on. Right. What we've got here, Jeremy Dennis. Hey, Andy, got some skins coming next week. Tried out my gold topped a little bit, a lot heavier than my Master Saw Pro. A lot heavier. I mean, what do you mean by heavier, Dennis? I mean, I think these things are pretty light, to be fair, and they're a direct drive machine, so there's nothing in it. But what can be running, and the punch like a beast, absolutely punch like a beast that does the topped. And I've been bombing around on old YouTube. There's a fair few people now popping up and reviewing this topped. So, like I say, it seems to be catching on a little bit and moving around. Yuppers, my van. Some of those apartments have like a bathroom in a garage with a curtain for $4,000. No chance. You won't be getting that out of me. I'd move. We're better off in bloody North Pole. Build yourself an igloo. Just go outside and have a pee. Dig an hole. Anonymous, damn, I pay 400 US for a 3. You pay 400 US for a 3-bedroom on an acre here in the US. Wow, that's not bad. That seems cheap, actually, does that, Anonymous? That don't seem bad money at all. Damn it, tap water. You try to get me into trouble, you. You try to get kicked off the internet. Tap water, yeah. You had to chuck it in there, buddy, didn't you? You just really had to chuck it in. Open me up to elements again. Hey, I've been doing it for years. I'm not going to change for you lot. Is what it is. I've never had no problems. And as I say, I always put Dettol in my rinse cup anyway. Not that that makes any difference to water, but it's just something I've always done. What we got, Anonymous? I should have a few new pieces to send in by there. Nice one, buddy. Look forward to seeing them. Oh, yeah, the topic of mixing colours sometimes. That's a good topic, actually. It is a good topic. There's so many different ways you can mix. You mix in cap, in tube, in skin. They all have the different applications. They all have different ways. They all mix different, and they will all produce slightly different colours of how they blend. I'll keep that under advisement. I should be able to show mine finished. A few on the wife and the mum, no problem. We'll look forward to seeing them. Look forward to seeing them ones come through. Custom colour tones and blending. Yep. I think, were it Jason? You hit me up today, didn't you, on Insta? Messaged about colour packing, colours, light to dark, dark to light. We had a little conversation on there, mate. So obviously Anonymous is asking custom colour tones and blending. I mean, I put a video out, time-lapse video, did a butterfly, and I showed you my setup, and they were only 10mm caps. I think I said 8mm in the previous video, but I used 10mm 13s and 15s. There were 10mm caps, the colours that were out there, and they are only my base colours. From then on, I can use them base colours, but from there I will mix in tube. Pick a bit of that pink up, add a bit of white to it, add a bit of white, pick some white up, add a tiny bit of blue. You see, if you pick white up first and add a bit of blue, it's going to be lighter than if you pick blue up and add a bit of white to it, just because of strengths of colours. And because it was just a little piece, and they were fading and blending, it's easy to mix in tube. There's plenty of ink there. Now, if I was doing a big piece and I wanted a custom colour, I would always pick a big cap and mix way more than I needed for a custom colour. Because I have, believe it or not, done it, and I've mixed a medium cap and I've run out, and then it's like, oh crap, I'm going to try and mix that colour again. So I've just learned, big cap, biggest cap you've got, mix that colour up. Once you're happy, that's it. You might end up throwing half of it away, but at least you know you're safe with your colour. and you're going to have plenty. Yeah, cheers, Smoke. Yep, smash the like button. Gotta go to work, Danik. Take care, buddy. Have a good shift. Hope all's well. Don't work too hard. And it's about time that we started seeing some more work from you, Paul. You used to send it in. We haven't seen out from you for a while. Need to get your ass into gear. Send us some more work in, buddy. But have a good shift. And I'll speak to you later, Paul. Cool. Anonymous, finding this group has been the best thing into my progression. I'm glad it's so much working out. I'm glad you're actually getting something out of this because it makes it all worth it. And I know Dave has said before, and he's been at it longer than me on YouTube. And he's got a lot of topics covered on his channel. But I'm actually glad that you're finding it easy enough to come in the chat. This is what lives. People want to come in chat, ask you questions. We'll try and answer your questions while we're here. Because there's stuff that people want to know. And if we can help you, we can help you. But just remember, we're just two everyday regular tattoo artists. We're nothing special. And all I can do is give you advice from my years of experience as a tattoo artist. And even if you take a little bit away from it and implement it and it helps you out, job's done. Job's done. We've managed to pass something along that you didn't realise, that you didn't know, and it's helping you. And I'm glad. I'm really glad. But that's nice, is that. Thank you. It is really nice to see that it is helping you out. You're running, Jerry, you're running 4mm cam. How are you finding it? Must be working out good for you. I think you, with your black and grey stuff, running the 4mm, probably working out better from you. I know that if I wanted to do some lighter stuff with the 4.5, I just pull my needles back in a little bit, don't have as much needle hang. Not much, just a little bit, and maybe just tweak my voltage down. But if it's working for you, good stuff. Yeah, we just try our best. All we do is we'll keep turning up. As long as you guys keep turning up, we'll keep turning up, and we'll just keep trying to pass stuff on to you. But we do need you guys to ask. If you don't ask, we can't answer. If you don't send your work in, we can't have a look at it, we can't help you out. So there's no, shall we say, I always got told, there's no stupid question. If you don't know something, you don't know it. It's quite plain and simple. So just ask. Just ask the question. And it's like I say, we don't get anything out of it, to be fair, other than the satisfaction of helping you guys. We don't get paid. YouTube don't pay you. This, that, and all that. Well, definitely don't pay me. I'm surprised they haven't been banned already before I even got started. But hey, we'll go until we get banned. Like I say, are you late? Are you away? Take care. I know it's late over here. Probably got to get up tomorrow morning. I don't. Monday morning. Don't work Mondays. It's great. So that's why I can stay up a little bit later. I know it was impromptu, like I keep saying, but we're just there. And I know we missed last Sunday. We'd had one through a week. And I thought, why the hell not? Let's go see. I didn't expect, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't expect as many to be watching and to come on as there has. And I thought I'd be a little bit quiet, especially in other places, maybe off doing Easter stuff, this, that, and other, family round or whatever. But I thought, hey, I'll come on. I'll flap my lips for a while. So people turn up, turn up. If they don't, just cut it short. But I'm glad to see that a fair few of you are here. Look at that. This is bang on. This is what we're on about. Jason hits the nail spot on. I couldn't say it any better, this question. And the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. Exactly. Exactly. Is that I couldn't have put it any better myself. Jason, what we got? Good subject. Let's put up what we got. Jason up here. Good subject for a future conversation, using AI to design tattoos. I've just started messing with it. It's not as straightforward as I thought it would be, but the whole thing amazes me. I don't know. I know technology is a good thing, but you've also art's a good thing. Having your own imagination to create is a good thing, because if you ain't got as well, you haven't got an imagination to create, and shall we say something goes slightly not the way you want within a tattoo, you've then got to start getting creative out of your own mind and rectifying that, but still keeping it as true to form as possible and making it look good. And I know artists that are just straight up copy artists and make a good living at it. As long as they've got a picture and they've got a good reference, they'll copy it all day long. But creative side and adapting and adding, they're just not good for it. So I don't know. I don't know about AI. Dave might know a bit more about AI. I think he scouted on it in one of the lives. So it may be something I discussed with Dave, actually. He might be able to put me straight. What's this? What's this for? My kid just left and I could hear something on the TV saying to practice more, sounded like a fossil lol. I guess that were me, Smoke. I'm about as old as a fossil. And if you actually take a right good look at my face, I've got same characteristics as a fossil as well. Wizened, old, chiselled in stone. And this, that, and all that. So, yeah, I am an old fossil. I don't like to Smoke, Terminator, and less scared, lol. Yeah. Smoke laughed my ass off. Right, so we got down there. So I banged the thumbnail up. I know it's Easter. I wanted to come up with something Easter-ish for a thumbnail. So let's show on this. Let's put the old Easter bunny up. Come on, guys. What do we reckon to Easter bunny getting tattooed? I think as an Easter bunny, it's looking pretty cool. The only thing I wouldn't like about it, or I can't get my head over, is that either somebody's managed to work out how to tattoo fur, or this poor rabbit has got to imac and shave every day to look like that and freeze his little rabbit balls off in winter. But I just thought it was so funny. I just wanted to look around and see if I could come up with something and find anything that was actually a tattooed rabbit. And I went on and I just literally put in Google tattooed Easter bunny. And about halfway down pages popped up and I looked at it and I thought, yeah, that's it. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that for thumbnail. So it's not to do with me, this picture or anything. It's just one that I found on Tinterweb. Just thought it looked cool. Thought I'd stick it up and see what you guys think about the tattooed Easter bunny. Deemers, that should be a tattoo challenge, lol. I'll tell you what, Deemers. Let me find. Oh God. Yeah, that should be a tattoo challenge, lol. I'll tell you what, that would be a challenge for a tattoo. No matter what. It just funky. And it won't surprise me if there's one of you nutters out there that didn't know somebody that would actually let you tattoo this on them, because some of these tattoo challenges have come back actually on real skin. And it's like, where the hell do you find somebody just randomly that'll go, yeah, you can stick that on me? But I'm sure one of you guys would actually find somebody out there And I think actually it probably would be smoke. I think smoke. What you should do is you should let your wife tattoo this on one of your ass cheeks, and then send it in. That'll make for a good topic of conversation. Smoke. But again, yeah, it's looking mean, looking tough. Got his bit of Japanese, going on, bit of shall we say traditional stuff going on around here, obligatory, shall we say, nautical star. And this one's quite cool. I think this was supposed to be eagle before it were born, baby eagle, just before it gets its wings. But just thought it was pretty cool. Thought I'd show you, get it up on here, see what you guys thought. Smoke. She'd probably do a great job too. I'd be pulling my pants down 24/7 to show. Yeah, that's when you'd be doing that, Smoke, and we'd be like that. We had nobody's heard no from Smoke, for the last 3 weeks. In any live chats, and then on 4th week you turn up and say, yeah, that wasn't a right good idea. Kept pulling my trousers down to show people, and I got done for indecent exposure and banged up for 3 weeks. Oh, yeah. That'd be just your luck, Smoke, wouldn't it? That'd be just your luck. Jason, I would maybe get this. Cool. That should be tattoo challenge. We haven't done any tattoo challenges for a while, have we? We haven't posted any. Everybody used to seem to like doing a tattoo challenge, because at least then they knew, especially on Dave, when we were over on Dave's, they knew at least then the work we're going to get. Oh, excuse me, we're going to get critiqued, which was a good way of doing it. It's but we haven't done any. I don't know whether it's something you guys maybe want to see come back, or every so often we just throw it in. Is it something you'd like to see making a bit of a comeback, a bit of a tattoo challenge? And that maybe not do, like I say, maybe not do it every week, maybe just once a month. Stick one up, gives you a few weeks, and then, or we could even, like this month, say April, we put one out in April and say, right, there you go. First Sunday in May, we'll get your tattoo challenges in, and we'll do it that way. And that way, then it gives you 4 weeks. It's not on a weekly basis, but it gives you 4 weeks, and you can work on other stuff. We just put one out, maybe and it gives people, then we can just flash it up each week and just keep saying first Saturday, first Sunday, or whatever in the following month. Then we'll take a good look at them. That way, then you've got plenty of time. What we got here, Kenneth, the tattoo challenge pushed me to get out of my box and work on different designs other than what I like to do. Yeah, well, that's what we tried to do, Kenneth, because when you're learning, you do have the, let me just get this off. Let me get off there and get back on the bigger screen. When you're learning, you do have a tendency to lean just towards anything that you like. And we've all done it, and we're all guilty of it. Because why wouldn't you be? I like that. So I'm just going to tattoo it. But when you're actually tattooing and you get into a situation where you're tattooing full time, or you're making a living out of it, or you're in the shop, then you've got other stuff. You're going to have stuff that designs that are good, but you necessarily don't like. The amount of designs that I do and the amount of tattoos that I do that I personally don't like, but the client loves them, and the design's not bad, but I just don't like them, is unbelievable. And that's something you've just got to deal with. So again, I like what you said there. Jason, I need a challenge at least once a month, would help me out tremendously. Also with different art style. Good. Smoke, I'll do something this week. We kind of took 3-week break after the building managers redid our bathroom. We've been out lots since it's warmer. No, again, you got to make most. It's a work-life balance. Always, everything's a work-life balance. Too much of one thing, then it becomes a chore. Shane, hey up Shane, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the bullshit, welcome to the Easter live and the tattooed bunnies and whatever else is going on. I think it would help everybody. Yeah, well, if not, then like I say, I can always put something out, get it out there, see if I can work it out. Shane, Change report, just ordered the Ambition top since you rated it so highly. I think it's going to be my new lining machine with 5mm stroke. That 5mm stroke, mate, is a beast. I'm using 4.5. It lines, it pushes bags, it'll push a 14 round shader, absolute beast. So just be careful on what I would say, just be careful on the 5 that, especially with your smaller groupings, needle groupings, just remember to really, really lighten your hand up as you're doing it. Yes, I do personally rate it highly, and I do rate it highly for the machine, the spec of the machine you get, it also being brushless, being able to change the cams out, and it being so affordable for everybody basically. And I have got it coupled with their Quark batteries, which are tremendous. I'm now getting 7-8 hours out of a little Quark battery. Beauty, no problem. But what I will say, it's been good for me. Not every machine, not every needle brand or anything is good for everybody, because if it was, they'd only ever sell Ambition tops. They'd only ever sell direct drives. They'd only ever sell a dynamic ink or a Master Pro cartridge or a Quadrant cartridge. You've got to find, you might find that if you're using the topped and you're using a Master Pro cartridge, you don't like that combination. But if you're using the topped and I don't know, you're using an Amela cartridge or a CNC Police cartridge, that combo works better for you. So there's a lot of things other than just the machine. You got to look at the machine and the cartridges, your needle configurations and everything. They do go together. But fingers crossed, buddy. I like it. Fingers crossed. I use it every day. Love the machine to the point, like I said, the other one that I had, that I was using for every day for 3.5 years. Since I've got this machine, I haven't used it. I haven't picked it back up, which is a shame, really, because that was a beast of a machine with a 3.5mm stroke. Beautifully built, very affordable, and was an absolute steed of a machine. Really, really did serve me well. Shane Wiseman. What you got? I have a very fast hand and been looking for something that can really pack a punch. Fine, that's fair enough. But what I would say is just keep your eye on it and what's happening with it. So yeah, I mean, going back to this then with the challenges, we'll try and get something worked out, and we'll probably try it once a month. Just once a month. Gives you all month to work on it. Send it in, and then we can go through them. Just have to make sure we don't get overwhelmed with submissions, that we can't get through all them, because we do say that we would think, unless we do one every 2 weeks, but we could put the design out for a month, but then after 2 weeks look at it, after another 2 weeks look at it. then go again. But we'll try to sort something out if you guys are wanting. If you guys are wanting to do it that way, like I say, I'll have a word with Dave and see whether he wants to do it again. If he's not bothered and Dave's not too bothered and he just wants to go on with critiques, I might see about doing it over on my channel, but I will have to speak to Dave because I don't know how to host the design for you guys. I don't know how to host it so that you can get access to it. I don't know what he did and how he's done it, so I would have to pick his brains for that one. And that, like I said, it's 15 of you still here. I do appreciate it. Smash a like on video. If you're floating around in the background, jump in chat. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. Ring notification bell. Just if not, just to see what crap I am putting up on YouTube, and you can have a laugh at how bad it is. Mad Tattoos, how you doing, buddy? I'm older than Andy. Hard to believe I'm still using coils. Hey, no wrong with that, man. If coils work for you, buddy, coils work for you. I always felt that a coil machine, I could never get, how can I put it? I could never get as one with my coil machine because they always seemed to just felt uncomfy in my hand, man. It just felt comfy, and what used to piss me off about the coils is I like to set up with, on my cartridges, 4 or 5 needles, few liners, couple of mags. Now, if I'm doing a big tattoo and I've got 5 cartridges out, in general, I might need to have really, unless I'm going to actually drop down, break out, and everything and reset the machine up, I might need to have 5 machines set up. Whereas with this one, I only need 1 machine made. Click, done. Pop it down, click, next one in, and go. It's just like having your art kit, your paintbrush set outside you. You've got your fine liners, you've got your markers, then you've got your rollers, you know. But again, yeah, like Jason says, if you're using coils and they work for you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Actually been, I hope, don't know what happened there. I disappeared. Come back on. Am I back on your screens? Can you guys see me? Because my stream just shit the bed. It just kicked me off. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I'm still here. Good. I forgot what I was going to say now. Matt, have you never even sort of been curious to try use one? And that. Good. I guess I don't know what happened there. Just chucked me out, chucked me to the side. And it was like, people can't see you, and clicked you back on and back in. I just wondered if you'd ever been curious as to using one, ever tried one, or even tried one and thought, no, don't like it, stick with my coils, this, that, and other. Just interesting, is that? See whether you actually have, give it a go. And what you thought. Oh, so got a few of you guys kicking about. Smoke says I'm back now. Yeah. That's I was on a BRB moment, Smoke. Really quick one though. Taking a leaf out of your book, mate. So you guys got any work in progress? You on still learning? You having any problems with lining, packing, colour, all like that? Man, let me put up a bit. Thought about it, never used a pen. Do you know something, man? It's so simple. so simple, mate, that if you've used coil machines forever, you've always drawn or whatever with a pen pencil, and it's just an extension of that. Obviously, you need, and you've worked coil, so you need lang, and everything is exactly the same. Your placement in the skin is exactly the same. Just that all you've got is your machine. Plonk your cartridge in, end, click. You got your power pack on end, which is a battery, and if you're using 5-point-odd volts, what I would say to you though, if you ever did go, because you're used to coils, definitely you would need a direct drive and probably around a 4.5 millimeter stroke. Just plug it in, set it going, just twist the end of it, and you'll see your needle coming in and out at end like that. You just move it like you do with a coil machine for your grip. You don't want to be there. In you go, and you've got your power pack and everything all in one go. But because you're using coil machines, you would definitely need, I would say, 4.5 millimeter stroke and a direct drive, because I would imagine then if you're using coils, you'll be using liners. You probably have a liner coil machine and you'll have a packer shader. You're probably running a couple of different coil machines specific to whether you're packing shading or whether you're lining. What we've got here? Jason's dropped something in. Whoa! I got a family that wants a stitch tap with a hole or harness in. Cool. Not wrong with that. Quite easy to do. Unless it's just is it just saying no harness underneath it, or just want all this script and passage? Jason, on my first real attempt at a colour piece, I only have the crap colours that came with my Amazon kit, but I figured I might as well do something with them. Them ones that come with your Amazon kit, be careful with. They'll probably be something like So Long or Chong Wong or something like that. Never ever use. I would never trust them. Never use them for human skin. I don't even know if they're sterilised. I mean, it's been rumoured that some of this shit has got fence paint, bloody carpet dyes, and all sorts in. So, best of luck trying to use them. I would have said bin them, and at least try Hoink brand. I would have said at least try and get a couple of colours that are maybe branded. There is a couple of places out, if you're not using a lot of colours, and I know a lot of colours come in 1 ounce bottles, but there is some places now and some companies that you can buy colours in 1/2 ounce bottles. So if you just, obviously you can get them in tiny little bottles, it works out a lot cheaper for you. Fake skin, obviously, yeah. I mean, the problem is you get a cheap ink and a cheap fake skin. You're on a bit of an idea, I know, because working on if you got a cheap fake skin, working decent inks in a cheap fake skin is hard. And if you've got a decent fake skin and you've got cheap inks, that's hard. So when you combine the two, you may struggle. Anonymous, what you got, buddy? Will colours blend together if whipped into one another? Yes and no. What you've got is, if you've got a darker colour, if you can see, like that, you've got your darker colour, you've got your machine, and you're packing from your dark. As you get further out, you just whip. Then what'll happen is you'll have solid colour here, and as you whip it out, your colour will be, one, it'll be lighter because it's not as saturated, but two, you'll create like a dotty effect, and it'll have open spaces in between. So then if you, let's say that you want this half to be dark blue, so you'll go whip it, and then this half is a green or a yellow, shall we say. So you'll pack, same again, up against your line, your ideal, and as you get down to it, then you start whipping it into this one. Now what will happen is that the yellow will fill the dots in between, plus it'll go over the blue that's there, and it will go the dots in between, and it will go over the blue that's there, and you will see yellow, you will see blue, and in some areas where it will actually mix in the skin and you'll get a greeny tone that'll come with it. So yes, you can actually, you whip them into each other, so you get the gradation of the colours coming through. They will slightly mix in the skin, not like mixing them in the tube, they won't, but they will slightly mix together and you will get slightly different tones. And if you do it that way, it should be what we got. I missed something here. Fake skin off. Be careful at the ones I got. I don't know that one. I'd be cool with a challenge every week or every other week. That's anonymous. Yeah, it's the thing as well is anonymous. We've got to come up with these. And when you're working full time, you're tattooing full time. Sometimes it's like you say, it's hard. Just get a bit of free time. I know a few times I've pulled stencils that I've used on clients. I know what they are. They're very scarce and very scant. So giving them to you guys as that is a little bit unfair. So you just need to make sure that the stencils of a quality that's and enough there and enough lines for you to work with. So sometimes it's a little bit hard. What's this, Jason? It's hard to get ink in. Jason, it's hard to get ink in Canada. Most websites only sell to shops, and I can't trust Amazon. I'm going to a tattoo expo soon and hope to pick some colour up there. You're probably better off talking to Smoke, because if I remember rightly, Smoke's in Canada. I know he gets ink, and I don't know where he gets it from. But if Jason is, speak to Smoke, and I'm sure if you found him on Instagram and message Smoke on Instagram, I'm sure he'll be obliged and help you out, because he seems to get ink. I don't know how he does it, but he does seem to get it. Janky, evening. You all right, Paul? Happy Easter, mate. We're all here. Just, shall we say, tattoo talk, hanging out, bullshit, banter, chip in whatever you want to chip in, ask any questions you want to ask him, and that we'll try help out or hang around. But give the stream a like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I've got more stuff coming up. Ring notification bell, and I do appreciate it, guys. It just helps get out there, make it out to other people, brings a few other people in, maybe help a few other people that are out there as well that don't know this channel's here. And that, because there's so many people out there wanting to learn. And that, but Smoke, that place, damn it, give me, I don't know, Smoke, either write it in chat's idea, and that, cheers, Janky. I'm just saying, it's just bang that one up, Jason. I know it's running across bottom of the screen, but hey up, there we go. And that, but yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it's I know Smoke manages to get ink, and he's in Canada. Although saying that, what we're saying, what prices of bloody apartments and everything and that up there, I bet it's about $100 a bottle in Canada is ink. Janky, be sub for a while. Cheers, and everybody that's here that has been subbed, I do appreciate it. And that, so I do appreciate everybody's subs, everybody's like, people turning up and hanging out, because I couldn't do this if you guys didn't turn up. Like I say, Easter Sunday, dumb o'clock. I didn't expect this many people here, but I thought, hey, we'll go live. Won't keep you hanging. Some of you guys must have been missing the Sunday night fix. Becoming a ritual. I know it were a ritual for you. What Sunday night one? What's this? Jason, what's this? What you got? I'm hoping to get the solid ink brand. My wife's getting the sleeve done now and the colours are popping. Yeah, also depends on how they're put in and what colours you put next to each other. They make colours stand out. That's why I say to people about colour wheel and a bit of colour theory. You can go on Amazon, few quid, few pounds, $3, $4, $5, you can buy a colour wheel. It's just a cardboard colour wheel like that. Has all your colours, has wheels that you can move. And if you're putting a green in and you want it to really stand out and be stood out as far as you can, you move your spinning disc around onto your green, it will tell you then which is your most complementary colour that will make your green stand out, which is usually red. And I've still got one in shop. I still use it. I still go back to mine every so often. You know, if you're getting a bit of a blue, because it's not just solid colours as well, it will do shades of colours, and it will also give you colours either side that you can use either side of it that will help make it pop out. Cheers, love. Hi. That will help make it pop out. So a good few dollars, and that will help you. I still use mine from time to time when I can't be arsed thinking. I'll just get it out and go zoop, like that, spin it round, job done. Right, I'll look down that one. What's that, Smoke? Wow. I bought an 8-ounce bottle of world famous legendary black for about $70. That's with shipping. Wow, that seems dear. When you think that, what did I pay? 8-ounce bottle of, I know it's not world famous, so it's legendary black, but an 8-ounce bottle of dynamic black. What do I pay? About 18 and 19 pounds, so $22. Is it? $22, $23 for an 8-ounce big bottle of dynamic black. That's enough black to practice and go in my own skin. Yeah. It's enough to practice and go in my own skin. Depends how long you want to practice for and how much you want to go in your skin. You don't understand. Look back at bottle Smoke. They've got an expiry date. Yeah. Just, I think an 8-ounce of dynamic black is $20. It sounds about right. It sounds about right, that, mate. Not OTT. Just that one that Smoke said was shipping. I just, you know, I was like, wow, that seems dear. Triple black is 30. Yeah, I know the triple black. I don't use a triple black. Never have done. I have tried Intense Super Black. It's disgusting. It's only any good for resurfacing roads with. It's just thick and awful. It's hard to clean off. You're more than likely going to lose half your stencil before you've cleaned that stuff off. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Anonymous, thanks for stopping in. And have a good evening. And we'll catch you in another one, mate. Take care. I just need to fill in some space. Like I said, the Super Black, disgusting. I think you'd even struggle with that Super Black, I think, on a just straight out blackout. You know, blackout sleeve. It'd just be hard work. It's just really, really hard work. So, got any questions, guys? You want to know? Any topics or anything that you could think about that you'd like to see covered in future videos? or that we can come up with, and maybe help you out for a future video. Like I say, I've got some more like time lapse stuff on me actually tattooing and that, but just need to get camera equipment sorted out, get some better camera equipment, because last one managed to get it done on my phone. It's not the best. It ain't the best. I'm trying to. There's not enough zoom. Your phone's like you're tattooing here, and your phone's here at the side of your head. It's everything's in your way, so I just need to get sorted out with it all, and I can get more up. But we'll get it sorted. We'll get some more of them up, and like I say, anything that you're struggling with or think that would be a good topic, people might like to see, can see about making a video on, and that. Wednesday, like I said, Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday when we go live, we got notifications pressed. It's not a critique night. It's going to be a bullshit and banter night, but we'll have a topic to start off with. And like I say, it's about the one main thing that every tattoo artist has got to have. And we'll talk about that, and then we'll just go on and bullshit banter. What we got here? Who's this? Jason. I get small details that I can't seem to get with a 3-round liner. Is it worth buying single needles to do it, or would the details be lost in time? I can't see a single needle. I'll tell you what I buy, Jason, and it's the Mast Pro cartridges. And I do have a link to them, not under this video because it was impromptu, but any of my other videos, there is a link to where I buy my Mast Pro from, along with a 10% off code that you can save yourself some money. But I get their 08 3-round liners, and they work. I can see them, and they're not really fine single needles. I get the 08 3-round liners, and they're good for tiny stuff. Yeah, looks more. I just have to learn how to shade properly instead of saturating everything 100% lol. Most people do this. I did it, and I was guilty. Saturate, and you were saturating, and and you want to shade something, and you want to shade out to here, but you end up saturating all the way up to it, and you end up with a sharp edge or not enough space left to shade out of. So what you got to remember is just get your dark in the back and then just lightly stroke it out, let it build up, just let it build up. And also you see a lot of is I've got a tattoo, I'm doing a tattoo for somebody, I've got to fill everything with ink. No, you need, unless it's a bulletproof colour, wall-to-wall colour, you need breathing space. So the actual open space, the negative space, the lights are by far as important as the darks to make your tattoo read properly. But it is a common fault that people just think they just blast away, with the ink, and all of a sudden it's got away from them a little bit, and then it's too late to shade it. But light strokes, more light brush, pendulum. This is your piece. You got your curved mag. It's like a touch and go on the runway. You bring it down like that, in, stroke out, out. Bring it back, in, stroke, back, out, in, like that, like pendulum motion. Just lightly brushing skin and let it build up. Just get a scrap of fake skin, and just get yourself something like a 15 mag or a 13 mag, curved mag. Just sit there at the corner. Just pack in, and you'll see that effect. Then inside of it, just pack in and then whip out, pack in, whip out, and you'll see it getting thing. Then you've got your pendulum motion like that, just brushing lightly over skin, and you'll see the differences before, and you can actually just see them side by side, and then you can implement them in your tattoo. I'm finding shading the hardest part so far, and get the right light source. Right. Light source, you can practice light source on paper, Jason, and it's quite simple. All you need is a piece of paper. Piece of paper, pencil, something to draw a circle round on there, compass or whatever. And then what you can do is you can start doing your light source. And what you'll do then is, if you've drawn a circle, I don't know whether you can see, if you just put a circle out, draw your in a circle, put an arrow on where your light source is going to be, like that. And then what you can do is then, and it'll be the same, because your light source is coming in. So then basically, your light is going to be coming in and hitting this part. It's going to generally coming in, hitting this part. So you know that down here, because it wants to be curved, and round here is going to be your darkest part, and it's going to be transitioning out to make it look like a ball. And just a cheap-ass blending stump or a Q-tip or a piece of toilet tissue on your finger just to smooth it out, and you'll get your light sources working like that. It's an easy practice on paper, mate. You can do it. The easiest ones to work on is circles, squares, cubes, triangles, or pyramids. It's the easiest part. Just straight up geometric shape, easiest part to work and do a bit of light source theory on. Shading big areas is really hard. Yeah, shading big areas is complex, and getting the same tone. And what I find is, from shading a big area, you'll go through this way, like that, then go through this direction, like that, to get it even, this direction to get it even, instead of just going out. And that's the same with any shading when I do it. Instead of just going out all like that, because then you just follow the same stroke all the time. I'll go like that, then I'll come across in this direction, and I'll go across in that direction just to fill it in and get it smoother. Smoke, yeah. I need to use more mags in big areas instead of shaders, yes. You need to get used to using mags, curved mags. Get used to using them. Get you send some 7s, get you send some 15s, bug pins. You won't go wrong. It's all you'll need to start with. You'll be fine. Jason, I want to get big mags, but I'm cheap and they cost a lot more. Right. Look, like I've said to you, go any of my other videos, go underneath. If you want to try some Mass Pro curved mags, down there, you can get 10% off. So you're going to save you 10%. And they're not massively expensive. I don't know whereabouts you are, Jason. I don't know what part of the country you're in. But if you order through there, they'll ship them into you. But I think the work out for a box of 20, for me, it's about £13, £12.80. So you might be working around $16 or $17 for a box of 20. So I don't know how that's stacking up against what you're paying. And that's for 7 round mags. Now, 15 curved mags, round mags, whichever you want to call them, maybe about $1.50, a couple of dollars, pound, dearer, but they're not much. They're inexpensive, but buy yourself book pins, 10s. Buy yourself 10s. 10 7 and 10 15, you'll be fine. Smoke, yeah. If tattooing was all tribal work, and be off to the races already. Yeah. Either that, or you'll be bored shitless and stark raving mad from just seeing black, solid black all day long, and hard lines and hard black, because I find nothing else more boring than packing hard black like that. Smoke white sheep with no circle. Let me get my monocle. Yeah. All right then. So you couldn't see it, so I wasted my breath on what I was trying to explain to you there. But there you go. I got what you're saying. I got all those drawing tools, and also been working on it. Just doesn't look right. Just keep practicing. It will look right, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a super bright spot. If you draw a circle, you got to make it look so it looks like a sphere, a ball. So you're gonna have a really bright spot, and you're gonna have some really dark spots, and in between, it's going to be a transition of light through to white. All your tissues there, all your tissue, your Q-tip, all your blending stuff's there for. It's just to blend it out, and everything. But it's just practice. It will come. Honestly, it will come. Just practice. Jason, it feels like a step back to do simple shapes and true practice exercise, but I feel I've learned something every time I do it. Yes, you're right. It might do. But to do simple shapes and get them to look right, or as right as you can get them to look, is not an easy trick. You draw a circle, you just draw a circle, but then you've got to get it to look like a sphere or a ball. It's not as easy as it sounds. You've got to work with your darks, you've got to work with your midtones, and you've got to work with your lights or your negative space. And it's just something that once you master it, or you get a grip, I won't say mastered it, because I probably haven't mastered it. I haven't mastered it myself, because I'm not a bloody fine artist. But once you master it, again, I said fucking master it again. Pardon my French. But once you get used to it, then you can start implementing it, and you become more familiar with it. It's like, well, yeah, there'll be a bit of an highlight there, or because it'd be a higher spot on the hand. Down the side of the fingers would be darker, because my light's coming in this way, so this part will be lighter, coming over the top will be darker, and down this side, and so on and so forth. And then you start thinking like that. Don't do you any. Look, Jason, it don't do you any harm to go back to basics every now and then. I guarantee you, I go back to basics 3-4 times a week. And when I say I go back to basics 3-4 times a week, I'll end up putting a name on somebody. I'll end up putting a love out on somebody, which is just black. It's just lines and everything. Back to basics. But it keeps you sharp. It keeps your mind sharp. It keeps your hands sharp. And you're not getting complacent. You don't get complacent and laid back. Jason, wow, a box of 20 year in Canada is $35 for mags. Yep, but like I say, if you go find what would be interesting, Jason, if you go find one of my videos, one of the other videos, and it'll tell you where to buy cartridges, and you'll ship them in. They'll ship them into you. Will be to see how much it will be to get them shipped to you. Take off the 10%, get Mass Pro, to send them straight to you. If you don't mind waiting a little while for them, but you can save yourself some money. Go have a look. It's worth even if you don't buy them. Just like I say, you can just click on the link. It will take you to them where I get them from. You know that if you copy and paste the code in that I put in, you will get 10% off it. Just see whether it works out any cheaper. If it don't buy them. Quite simple. What's that, Smoke? Justin Truehull wants me to struggle to buy tat stuff, lol. And that must be a private thing. I ain't got a clue. The cost of living must be higher in Canada. It must. I'll tell you what. Everything. Well, what they're saying in chat here, everything seems high in, Canada. Wages must be a fortune. First circle I'll do on my body is a football. Right. Shipping in Canada is an absolute insane. So that usually makes deals from other countries not worth it. Well, I mean, that's fair enough. It was just there. I just thought it's not actually costing you to do a couple of clicks later on. Go find the thing, do a couple of clicks later on. Just stack up against it. Is it worth a try? Hey up, Dave. How you doing? Look at it, the mighty beard has turned up. We didn't think we thought you'd be chilling out for Easter, Dave. Yeah, I got bored. What it was, Dave, I got bored. Kids have been over. One of the grandkids decided they wanted to stay, and that was it. So I decided I'd lock myself away in my room, stick an impromptu live on with no topic of conversation whatsoever, and just wing it and bullshit my way through. What's now been an hour and a half, talking about anything, everything, answering questions, and all's going well, mate. I just didn't want guys getting. I didn't want them getting withdrawal symptoms, David, and it looks like we need to have a chat about maybe sorting out a bit of a challenge. I think some of them are missing it, Dave. So they says they won't mind one, even if it were just like one a month or whatever. But we'll get our sister, we'll get us heads together to see what we can come up with. Just got home from family stuff. About to get working on tomorrow's tattoo design. Put YouTube on Sandy was live, so it's good to be here. Yeah, I tell you, this man, like I say, he's been out. Come home. I don't know what time it is there. What time are you going to be out there now? 7 o'clock, 7:30. And this is the other thing that we talk about as well. That when you're tattooing full time, that it never stops. You never stop, really, because you'll be out, you'll come back, and then you'll be thinking about what have I got to tattoo, what's my next tattoo, and you're forever drawing, you're forever designing, and woe betide if you ever get art block. I ended up with art block, a few months back, and for a week, for 7 days, I couldn't come up with jack. I couldn't come up with nothing. Alicia, boss lady, we've got to shout a big eye out to Dave's wife, the boss lady. She's saying hi to everybody. So yeah, so I got art block. That was awful. A week of it, nothing. I could just sit there, just total blank space, blank brain, and couldn't come up with jack. So, and then all of a sudden, I was doing something else randomly out of blow. Just sat there doing something else, and it were all of a sudden like, bang! I know what I can do for that tattoo. So at that point, I come in, I come in and started designing, and then I went off again. But it was awful. That was awful 7 days. Just not being able to design anything. Bradley, hey up Bradley, nice you made it. Yeah, I don't know how that worked out, Dave, but all of a sudden it went from whatever to over 100. So I don't know what my next goal is. You set the 100. You set the 100 sub goal, Dave. So I don't know what my next goal is for subs. Yeah, so it's I finished another piece. I finished another piece. Is it too late to send it in, Andy? There's no right, Bradley. Look, there's no critique tonight. One, he was supposed to be coming on Sunday night's like Dave's night, and I've gone on Dave's channel. Dave has been. We wasn't on last week. Dave had got. It was Easter weekend, and Dave had got. It was out with the family doing Easter stuff because he's got a young family, which totally appreciate. I haven't. I had nothing to do. Family had been earlier. I had nothing to do. So it was an impromptu live. I come on, see whether people will turn up. And I actually didn't think this many would turn up with having stuff to do, but we've been here for an hour and a half, plenty of people on. So it's not been a tattoo critique. It's just been chatting and everything. The next tattoo critique will be next Sunday back on Dave's channel at something. And you will send it to when Dave puts his notification up that we're going live on Sunday, then you will send them in. It's back to the old format. And you will send it in to his email, which is, Dave, if you're still listening, make sure I get this right, artmesomething@gmail.com. That will be the email that you send it to when Dave puts his live up. But they're going back to the Sunday, on the Sunday format. Is that something? Let's look, guys. Dave's put next one out. Let's do a 500 goal next on subscriptions. So you guys need to get working overtime. Smoke, you need to pass it around like a doobie at a frat party. You know what I mean? Got to get there. Get to 500. Let's see if we can do it. Let's accept the challenge. All right, got to put you out there, Andy. Yep, that's it. Jason, 550 subs and Andy gets a face tat. 1,000 subs and I might get an ass tat. Might get my backside. I might get wife to tattoo my backside. Live. But no face tattoos for me. No face tattoos for me. They don't. I'm not rocking them out. Not rocking them out at all, guys. Anyway, they hurt. Tattoos hurt. I always get that question when they come in, tattoo studio, they come in and go, you ain't got many tattoos for a tattoo artist, have you? Well, I've got them on my legs and I've got them up here and on my chest and up here and down other leg, but no, because I don't like them. They hurt. They're uncomfy. Look at that. Bradley, come on, Andy, destroy your face for us, lol. Look, take a good look at this face. It's already destroyed. It's 51, nearly 52 years old. And like I say, it resembles a fossil. It doesn't need any more destroying than what it is. I will just accept that it's already wizened, destroyed, and geriatric before anybody else sticks that one in. So I'm not destroying it any further. But going back to it, I think next Wednesday, I'm going to do, again, bit of bullshit and banter. I have got just a topic we will scoot on to start with, and I'll put just that we'll go on 500 subs and Andy will live stream a tattoo. I'll make that a date. 500 subs and I will live stream a tattoo. Even if I've got a tattoo myself, I'll live stream a tattoo. But yeah, next either Wednesday or Thursday when we go live, like I say, bullshit banter. I've got a topic and I just want to scoot on and we'll go around the one most important thing that any tattoo artist must have. You must have this and be able to do this or whatever. It's one thing that you must, and that is a definite must, and that's what we're going to talk about. This is the most critical piece of kit you could ever have in your tattooing arsenal, and that's what we're going to talk about. Heck yeah, even better if you tattoo yourself. I'll tell you what, I'll make that a date. I'd make that a date at 500. At 1,000, I'd let wife tattoo me. Hold on. No. Is that a wise idea? No. At 500, yeah, I'd probably tattoo myself. Dimiz, good night. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Thanks for dropping in and subscribing, buddy. Now you got my wife really wanting to know the topic of next week. Subscribe, tune in, you will find out. Because at this minute in time, Dave is listening and Dave doesn't even know. I haven't even hit him with this. Top. What we got, Dave? 1,000 of the wife tattoos. You know, that sounds like a deal. It is a deal, isn't it? It is a deal. But I do tell you, if she's tattooing me, I'm only getting a little love art, but I will let her colour it in red. Yeah, Dave's got no idea, but it sounds good to me. Yeah, it will be good. And you'll be like that. You'll be like that when I tell you, when we start talking about it, you'll be gobsmacked. You will be gobsmacked. That's the thing is, I've got to admit, Sunday night, sat here on my own with that Dave on here, it's weird. Streaming on your own on a Sunday night, weird. Talking to a camera, and Dave being in chat, yeah, it seems so weird that it doesn't even seem like a Sunday night. Although I will get my own back. Dave. I am away for a Sunday in May, so it'll be all down to you. Either that or you're having that Sunday off as well. So it's, but you will get that. Yeah, mystery. Look at that. Dang, he's interested to find out what's happening next week. Mystery, intrigue. That's what it's all about. And I won't care. It's something that, like I say, it's something there for everybody, and everybody to have. And the best of all, the only other clue I will give you, the best of all, it is totally free. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you any money. So it's totally free. It will not cost you any money at anything. So that's an even better part of it. Yes, well, it's cool. I like surprises. So do I. That's when I wake up in the morning. There's 1,000 subs on my channel, and I'm getting tattooed by wife day after, innit, live. That'll be a surprise. That'll definitely be a surprise. Oh, Mike. Hey, Mike. How you doing? You finally found us. Thought you all weren't doing anything tonight. To be honest, Matt, I won't. And like we say, usually Sunday night is Dave's night, and we're on Dave's channel. Dave's got a young family, wife. He's been out. He's got stuff to do. Totally expected. I'm just an old fart. Mine turned up earlier. Now gone home. Although minus one granddaughter, she decided that she was going to. She decided that she was going to camp out at grandma and granddad's. She didn't want to go home, so we've got her. But other than that, I just sat vegging, not really doing out. So I thought I'd just jump on, quickly throw a thumbnail together, jump on, give everybody like 35-40 minutes notice, see who turned up. And to be fair, a lot of you turned up. Been a good night. So it's just, and we haven't done anything. We've just bullshit and bantered and questions and just put it all in chat and gone through it all night long. And we've managed to do, between all the guys that have been in and out and all dieharders down thing, we've done an hour and 45 minutes constant. To be fair, to the point now, we've ended up getting to the point that if now my channel now gets 1,000 subs, it's wife's tattooing me live. If I get 500 subs, I'm tattooing myself live. So we'll see how that goes. Rob, now it seems like a riddle. It's not a riddle, Rob. It's not a riddle. It's not a riddle. Believe me. It's genuine. It's genuine. And if, like I say, and if you haven't got this, it's free. And if you haven't got it, unfortunately, you're never going to make it. There we go. Okay, every time I get close to skin, I get uncomfortable shaking. Tattoo question. Look, mate, that's normal. That's normal. It's just nerves, and it's like anything else. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. And that it's just like Jess said, it's a confidence thing. But to get confident, you've got to do more. It's a catch-22. But all I can say to you, look, in the start, Mike, when you're going on the skin, keep them small. Try keep them about so big. Then they're not going to get, you're not going to get overwhelmed and overfaced with it. And then that way, then your confidence will build. And then you'll gradually grow bigger and bigger and bigger as your confidence builds. But the other thing as well is, if you find that you're shaking, make sure that you're comfy when you're working on your client. Never mind whether your client's comfy, you've got to be in a comfortable position. If they've got their arm twisted like that, but you're comfy, fine, so be it. So you get yourself comfy also, and make sure your hands are planted. Make sure you've got a good plant. Both hands, good plant. Even if you've got to tuck yourself in, which I still do sometimes, my arm's here. If I'm thinking, I can tuck myself in. If I'm working on smaller stuff, which will give you steady, and breathe. And breathe. Because holding your breath, and a lot of people have done it, holding your breath can be detrimental. But confidence is a key factor, and it's catch-22, but best thing for your confidence is small so they don't get away from you. Work your way out, work your way up. The more time you've got in skin, the easier it becomes, the more confident you feel. You start seeing how your lines are holding and working, and you'll grow. But make sure these hands and everything are planted, and breathe, and it'll help you. What we got? There's what's Dave put it on. That's usually nerves getting to you. As time goes on, you'll build up a little confidence in yourself, and little by little shaking nerves. Exactly as Dave says, and like I've just said, it's just you're in that place between a rock and a hard place where you've just got to go for it. But key thing, keep them like that. If you can keep them like that, then you're not thinking, you're saying, you start and you're thinking, but you can see all this big tattoo in front of you. See, that doesn't help as well. If you can see something small, you think, well, it's not actually going to be too bad. It's not going to take long. You're going to feel calmer in yourself. Yeah, and rocks. Mate, that's normal. Took me 3 small taps to get over it, plus make sure you've practiced that tap with 3 times on fake skin before you go in it. So people are giving you how they've got over it in chat here, which is good. Different ways for different folks. Yeah, holding your breath is the worst thing. As soon as I bring my line straightens out, it does, and it's a hard thing because you'll think, which is going to keep you steady. But if you can just continue to normally breathe, or the other thing to do is, instead of holding your breath, if you get ready to pull a line, breathe in, start pulling your line, but as you're breathing in, instead of holding your breath, just to exhale out slowly, like that, as you're pulling your line. So you're still breathing, you've taken it all in, but you're still breathing. Then from there, you'll progress to just breathing normally. Yeah, and it's like I say, different ways for different folks, but confidence, practice, breathing, all comes, every part of it comes in, and like we all say, just start small. Just like it's exactly like your confidence. Start small, grow, and let your confidence grow as your tattoos grow, and you'll be fine. You will be fine. It's just something that we've all had to go through, and you do it because you get into such a comfort zone working on fake skin that when you go and everything's good on fake skin, that when you go over to human skin, also expect to like take 2 steps backwards. You work not to look as good as what it does on fake skin, because you've got the fundamental basics. So now you're having to hone them back in now, and you're having to hone them all back in to work in real skin, and it will act slightly different. So if you're putting out 95% good work on fake skin, when you come across to human skin, if you set your goal at that, I'm going to get 50 or 60% good on my first tattoo, bonus. You've worked out, and you will grow. And don't let, and because it hasn't come out exactly like it would do on fake skin, don't let that be a confidence downer. It's expected. That's why another reason why we say keep them small. Keep them small. What we got up here? Great advice, and rocks. Yeah, keeping odd thing. For some reason, I don't feel comfortable unless my tongue is out. Sound like Jason. You sound like a panting dog. So everybody's got their own little bits that they do, but you just got to implement it and just get back to feeling normal while doing them. Every time the tongue comes out of the drawing period, lol. Smoke. I grit my teeth. Exactly. I'll probably do some. I'll do some weird and wonderful contortion of my face while I'm doing it. You just naturally will. But it's just, I'm reading at some of this stuff that you actually do. It is weird what you will actually do just to get to pull a straight line. As time went on, I sort of thought, yeah, because the thing is, it's like Dave says there, as time went on, I sort of stopped it because you get more and more comfortable and you get more and more relaxed and it becomes more and more second nature. And that, if you actually think back to school when you first started learning to write as to what you are now, when you first started learning to write and you were trying to form your words, trying to form your letters, if you looked at them, they were all wobbly and wavy and misshapen and everything. But the more you did it, the more practice you got, the neater it got, the more fluid it got. And it's only the same thing. It's just, you're just learning a new skill, that's all. So it's expected. Mike, should I run lines on fake skin for a couple of minutes before I tattoo? Would that help? It might help you if that's what's going to calm you down initially. But what I would say, if that's what's initially going to calm you down, try it, but don't let it become a norm. Don't get used to it and let it become a norm. If you know what I mean, do it and then transitioning across and build yourself in. And your easy way would be, let's say you were on fake skin and you were pulling yourself, let's say 8 lines before you went over onto real skin. Do a couple of tattoos, then only pull 4 lines before you went on to tattoo. Then do a couple of tattoos, pull 2 lines, go do a tattoo, and then stop pulling lines on fake skin altogether. Just wean yourself off it. It's get blood mist on that tongue. Wow, that stuff that's coming through now. People biting tongues, biting lips, contorting faces. Wow, it's amazing what we don't realise. It's just what helps you It's just what helps you concentrate, what helps you relax. You just got to find something that'll let you do it. And wean yourself off. Cool, look at that, mad tattoos. That's a good, do you know something? This is cool. Mad tattoos. I have music on and sing. Do you know something, man? I've got to have something on it background, mate. I won't say the singing because I sound like I'm actually strangling a cat. And I won't get no clients if I were to sing. I'd really, when they come out, if they had to listen to me singing for 2 hours, they'd come straight out at tattoo studio and straight into loony bin. I'd have drove them nuts. But music, background, got to have music on it background. That is something, it just helps preoccupy your brain. It does preoccupy your brain to a point I could not tattoo in a silent setting. I couldn't. That is a good tip. That is a bang on tip. Is that? What we got here? I've learned consistency is what makes you better. I've learned consistency is what makes you better. I try to ride the high points and just push when I'm not. Hey, Bradley, that's another thing. That's the life of a tattoo artist, mate, is that. Consistency. Not perfection, consistency is what makes you better and what makes you a tattoo artist. You don't have to be a great tattoo artist, but can you be a consistent tattoo artist? Can you be consistently good? And when you do a work, you will do some work that you really astound yourself with, and we've all done it. And you will also see some work that you're not happy with. That is the roller coaster ride of a tattoo artist, and that's how you've got to look at it. That is how you've got to look at it. Not take it to heart. You've got to punch with it, but consistency. Can you be consistently good? Not perfect, consistently good. And that, as I say, can't believe we're getting some chat down here. What we got on here? Thanks, Mark. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but you all keep me going and I appreciate it. That's it. That's another part of us being here. Like we said, and I know Dave probably messing around with designing a tattoo and he's probably listening in. And we've said to you before, and Dave's channel's been going a lot longer than mine. And he's got a lot more stuff over there and videos over there for your tuition videos for you to learn off. But if we can just give you a little bit of information that you take away and can use it, or we can answer the question that you're not sure about and help you out in some way, then we're happy, our job's done. And it's helped you out, knowing that we've helped you out and keeping you motivated. We're happy. We're happy. And and I know I've spoke to Dave and Dave's thing, and it's like it's questions we can't answer the questions if you guys don't ask them. And as it was said earlier in the chat, the only dumb question is the question that you don't ask. If you ask a question and we don't know it, I will openly tell you that I don't know it, or I'm not right sure, or this is how I do it, or if I'm on with Dave, Dave might know something that I don't, or whatever. Or if not, somebody in the community might know and they can help you out. And that's what it's all about. Trying to get the information and get the information supplied to everybody the best we can, to the best of the knowledge of of the community and what's going on, to help you out and further you in your learning. And that's all we're trying to do. This is stuff I like to see. Couldn't ask for a better community. We totally appreciate this. And this is what makes it all worthwhile. That you're happy and everything's going all right for you and we're helping out. And like I said, it just does make it worthwhile for us. Because last thing we think is don't want to be on here and just either repeating or giving you information that you're not bothered with or anything. This is why it's, like I say, it's nice to get some feedback. It is nice to get some feedback. It's nice to see. Like I say, I agree. I'm not far in there. So Bradley, I agree, Jason. I'm not far into my journey, but I definitely would be miles behind without you all. This is what we like to see. And as we've said on live streams before, this is what it's all about. Getting you guys armed with some information and about techniques, what you should be looking for, what you shouldn't be looking for, how you should be approaching stuff. And same, but don't get me wrong, it's the same old adage. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. We can give you the information, but if you're not going to implement it or take it away, or the other one you see where people trying to learn to tattoo is the cheat themselves by they will take the information away. It will slow down, slow your machine down, practice on this, move down smaller, work on smaller stuff, simpler stuff, grow. But then they'll come back to you and they work, and it's still not, they're still not progressing. And you can see that they've not really changed anything or put any effort in. But then they're still there going, they're still there like, well, I slowed my hand down, I slowed my machine down, I did this, I did that, and it's still not working. So why is it not working? Well, look, no, you're cheating. You're cheating. And it doesn't happen by just doing it on 3 pieces of fake skin. It just don't happen. It's practice. It's consistency. It's just all about consistency. Mike, that's all it's about, Mike. Look, it's trying this, damn this, but glad you're all here. It helps. Exactly. That's what it's all about. Don't get me wrong, but people have different rates of learning. Like in here now, you've got what? You've got Jason, Smoke, Bradley, and Mike. So there's 4 of you. Smoke might get putting lines in like that. He might pull 10 lines and be lining like a beast. Whereas the other 3 of you, it might take one of you a week to get it. It might take one of you a month. It might take one of you 3 months to get it. But then again, once you've got it, Jason might get colour packing in a week. It might take Smoke 6 weeks. And other guys similar. Everybody's got different rates of learning, so you can't stack yourself up against anybody, and don't sit there stacking your artwork and your tattoos up against anybody else's, because that's a surefire way to deflate yourself and your confidence, is to start stacking your tattoos up against other people's tattoos, because everybody's art style is different. So just don't even go down that road, because if you do, you're not going to do yourself any favours. You're not going to do yourself any favour at all. Jesus has been rabbiting that much. My cuppa's cold. And I've got three half things of cuppa. Well, I'm probably going to rock for a few more minutes. And that I've been a way longer than what I even thought I was going to do. There's still 15 of you watching. And that. Anybody that hasn't, smash a like. Anybody that hasn't, subscribe. Anybody that hasn't, but look a bit, I've got to get 500 on tap with myself. So anybody with a phone and the YouTube account, get up and subscribe. Even turn notifications off on it so they don't get my ugly face on it. And then that way, then you'll get to see me tattoo with me, send it to 500 subs. Cheers, Dave. But that should make very interesting. Shall I say, live stream. But I am going to. I will put numbing cream on because I am a pussy. What we got here? Yep. We got here, Mike. Yep. Be true to yourself. You've got to be because 100% agree. Yeah. Always be true to yourself. Agree. Great advice. What's this? Mike's got here. I beat myself up everything I do. You need to stop doing it, bud. You need to stop doing it. Best advice I can say to you there is you need to take a step back and stop doing it and basically get out of your own head and just enjoy the process. Look at what's in front of you. Each tattoo you do, just look at what's in front of you. Study it. Where can I go from there? Implement it in your next one. Don't beat yourself up. The only way you'll learn is by making mistakes. If you did everything right the first time round, or what you thought was right the first time round, how would you know if you'd ever done anything wrong? You wouldn't, because you'd have nothing to compare it to. So you've got to make mistakes to learn. And that's all it's all about. That's what it's all about. You always get one, don't you? Always get one. You can't let it go on string. I told you, Bradley's going, look, a little baby oil and you'll be fine. Yeah. Rob's jumped it, lol. Baby oil. You just wanted me to feel abused, didn't I, before I went? Lots of laughing faces. But yeah, just enjoy the ride. Start just implementing stuff and working out. Here, mad tattoos. You are mad if you think that's happening. Will the 500 subs live be the Easter Bunny? If it's about this big. If it's literally about 3/4 of an inch tall. Easter Bunny. Well, at that rate, then that would have to make it be next Easter, wouldn't it, man? So I've got a full year to prep myself for it. But don't worry. 500 subs is a long way off. It's a long, long way off. We're about middle of 2024. Yeah, we're about middle of 2024. The hot weather's fine. Might have emigrated by then. Might have retired. Hung my tattoo machines up and thrown all my inks away by then, man. What we got here? Shh. Smoke. I won't put that past you. Get. I'll go yellow my mic GTA 5, laugh my arse off. Yeah, I won't put that past you either. That's what I say. Somebody went on about shocks. I says that's when you wake up in the morning and you've instantly got 500 subs overnight because some div's been on and shouted it out somewhere. Yeah, that's cheating. Who's just put that? Who just put that? Yeah, so that's when I create 10 channels a piece, and then wife creates 10, we got 500. No, that's not fair. Can't do it like that. They've got to be organic. Damn. You lot of being, you want to see me in pain, don't you? Again, wasn't it enough that I got my leg lasered? Well, I'm saying that getting tattoos probably easier than getting lasered. You just want to see me in pain. You just love seeing me in pain. That's what it is. What's this? What's Bradley put on? I hope you grow your channel, but honestly, it's nice to have a smaller group when it comes to the critiques as well. Well, yeah, we agree, and I think we've even me and Dave have said sometimes it's nice when the critiques are a smaller group and you get to spend a bit more time on them. Whereas sometimes we've had a lot sent through on a Sunday and you feel like you've got to rush through them to give everybody a fair crack at the whips. And that's why I know Dave was saying, look, 2 pieces, if you can just send 2 pieces in, 3 pieces max, but 2 pieces would be great for at a time, you know, for us to critique on a Sunday night critique, because there's so many come in. It just makes it a little bit fairer for everybody that sends the work in. And we feel we can give you the best that we can over the work that you've sent in. Just send in that. Everyone I shoot has to sub. I hope you crap. I hope you crap at GTA 5 then. What's that? If my wife's Facebook didn't get hacked, you'd have 500 in no time. Damn. Damn, I'm going to get trolled, aren't I? Mike, thank you all. Good advice. I'm going to go cook dinner. Yeah, take the advice, Mike. Chill out. Enjoy the process. And hopefully we'll catch you in next live stream. P.S. Don't burn your dinner. So, well, so other than that, how are we all doing? Oh my God. Well, like I say, been on here 2 hours 14 minutes, so probably going to give you about another 5 minutes, and then we're out of here, guys. Been nice hanging out, and to be honest, been nice just chilling, just chatting via you guys in chat, and that I'm not having no real topic or anything to worry about, and just bouncing off you lot and just going with the flow for an impromptu live stream and just shooting the breeze, basically. It's been a good night. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I agree, Jason. Yeah, got to go eat himself, but great stream, great conversation. We're, like I say, it has been a good conversation. Been quite busy actually down this side. I think, Bradley, so proud of my last bit of work. I might have to send it to you on Insta, lol. I'll hold on to it. And then as soon as Dave goes live, which is usually puts his notice, which is usually around about 5:30ish on a Sunday Eastern Standard Time, whack it straight into Dave's. Get one at first thing. Thanks, Smoke. Thanks, Andy. Was unexpected fun. No, I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here because I don't mind doing the lives. And to be fair, it was me, shall I say, that was bored. I wasn't doing anything. So I thought, I'll jump on. And you guys have jumped on with me. And we've had a good crack, good conversation. So I thank you guys and I appreciate you guys being here. Good night, everyone. Can't wait to see you. Progress is freaking awesome. Yeah. So see you on Sunday. Yep. So with that, there's a few of them bowing out, and I think with that, guys, we'll call it an evening. Once again, I thank you for being here. It was totally unexpected and last minute. I do appreciate you all being here, having a good crackdown chat. No topic that we've gone with. We've just gone with the flow on the chat, which has been great. Again, this week, the live, there's no critique midweek on my channel live. It's over and done with for the minute. The next one is on Dave's channel. Something on Sunday. Send your emails in once he posts up live. Once he posts up the thumbnail for going live, then send your work in. And I'm sure if I remember rightly, the email is artmesomething@gmail.com. Send them in when the thumbnail goes up, and hopefully we'll get through them all. And that's next Sunday. Anybody that's still here and hasn't subscribed, hasn't pressed the notification bell, do so. And with that, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. And we will see you midweek. Take care, and I'll see you midweek. Night all.